Hi everyone, I have a mega cumulative thrift haul, meaning it's been over probably 10 days of me sourcing at local thrift stores, and I went on a little road trip that I will talk about in a second. But without further ado, welcome to Thrifting is my beach, where I sell anything and everything online. I specialize in vintage, and if you can see this witch in the background, in my most recent video, which feel free to go back and watch, when I went to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, to the Goodwill outlet where you pay by the pound, I had to rescue this vintage 90s Jemmy witch, and I previously stated I wasn't going to sell her because she is missing the back of her chair and the end of her broomstick, but I wanted to share her with you guys because I didn't include her in my video. Now her eyes glow, and I'll turn her on in a second, but her battery compartment was very corroded. I don't think I've seen a compartment so nasty. And I cleaned it, and then you just use vinegar to get rid of the acid, and I got her in working condition. So without further ado, let's get her ready. She is rather loud. I think maybe the volume. Yeah, so my kids were playing with her earlier and it was very annoying. So these actually priced are Jemmy, but I think I could get like 35 in her condition. However, we love Halloween here, so she's just gonna get stored until Halloween time. Okay, so prices vary according to which thrift store I went to. I'm not sorting them by store. I'm just gonna go with whatever's closest to me. I have really taken a liking to plush, and they don't even have to be super old to be worth much. People just need some kind of sentimental attachment, which is pretty easy to do. I've got 4 little kids, so we have lots of plushies here. This one, her hands were put together and she almost looked like a lovey, but not quite. And her tag was missing. I did pay $1 for her. I think everything was 10% off at this store when I went. She is something with praying hands. I don't know. There is one just like her for sale for $40. I didn't see any comps, but again, these aren't very common. The tag has been removed, but I don't know if she was supposed to pray. I don't think so, because she is bean filled. If you can hear the beans. I will make note when I was removing tags and looking things up, there's a tiny mark there just on the outer velour fabric, not on the, it's not like leaking beans or whatever. So I'm just going to throw in a couple of stitches just to make sure and disclose the flaws, but I think I can get 35 to 40 for her. This next one I posted on Instagram. If you follow me, it's Thrifting is my beach. A little clip finding her out in the wild. And it doesn't matter, but at first it kind of reminded me of like a stiff bear. It looks very stiff and well made, and a little bit different shaped face. There are no tags, and I thought the the little bib here was a little bit unique, and so I flipped it up, and it's Da Vinci. And at first I thought this was like one of the limited edition designer plushes, but there is no tag, and so I couldn't find it. I'm wondering if it is some kind of Jewish terry cloth teddy bear. If you guys know anything about customized bears, let me know. This is handmade, I believe, and they upcycle the tie. Now I can't put Da Vinci, I don't think, in the title because this is upcycled, and once a designer item has been modified in any way like that, I don't think it's like something you shouldn't do. But anyways, it's just very well made, and I don't think this was actually marked, and I think she just charged me $1 for it. Again, it's articulated, but it's probably only gonna get me 20 bucks, but I had to save it. This one is adorable. Paid 50 cents for him, probably from the 90s. A cute little duck. He's peach. He's not orange. He's not pink. He's like peach. He looks a little bit more orange in front of my ring light, but I just love the eyes. It's like the puppy dog eyes, like Take Me Home, you know, when you see him in the little pound. and you need to rescue them. But yeah, this tag is, and it's made in Taiwan, and it's specifically made for the Target stores, which I thought was interesting. I think I found one online, maybe $20, but I will probably mark him for $35, if not more. I sell multiple platforms, so I'm just gonna grab and go. These I saw the previous time I went to this thrift store. They are a pair of 60s or probably 70s polyester pastel plaid flare pull-on pants, trousers, whatever you want to call them. I just love the colors. I did decide to pick these up, and they are a vintage 910. They're probably a modern small. I will see if I can model these and maybe put a picture up in the corner. I don't know how flattering they'll look on me, but $2, maybe $2.50 for those, and I will probably list those for about $50. I found a couple really cute 90s dresses yesterday. I was supposed to go to the gym, and I lost my motivation, and I felt like thrifting instead. So this is a halter metallic dress, long, has the velvet trim. Now this is silver, but if you look looks like reptile or python, and it is full length, and it has a rear zipper. I believe the straps cross in the back. And homecoming is coming up. I can't remember if they wore long dresses for homecoming. That might be prom. Now they were really short dresses, but back in the day, we wore longer dresses. So this one does have a tag. Dawn Joy Evening, 90s, and it probably fits a modern small. I will list that for probably $80. Here's a classic early 90s dress, metallic blue. It's looking darker on film, but yeah, do you see the shimmer in the fabric? And it's a mini dress with a tulle underneath. I swear my sister wore something just like this. This is All That Jazz. They are known for their dancewear line. A lot of times you'll see them sequins or very sparkly for, like, if you're in swing choir or if you're doing a performance of some sort for theater. But yeah, really pretty. I loved the straps. Sweetheart neckline, and this one is probably a medium, like up to a size 8, 6'8". This piece I could not leave. I love rodeo wear, western wear. Now I wish I could have found a men's western shirt kind of like this, but this is women's, and I don't find this brand hardly ever. It is Rough Rider, and I wish they had matching pants. That would be amazing. But this is a very busy western pearl snap, or no, it's not pearl snap, it's a button down. It has thin shoulder pads. It is collared, but it's like a very feminine cowgirl paisley floral cuffed shirt, and it has an interesting back where it's got these little, see how the fabric overlaps with the detailed buttons? Just like a feminine cowgirl. Cottage core meets western rodeo. I don't know. I'm trying to be clever. I'm not. My brain is scattered all over the place at the moment, as it is most of the time. When people ask me, like, how do I do it with 4 kids and working and stuff, not everything gets done. Like, my house is a mess most of the time. But, you know, my kids are happy and healthy. So here we have a vintage Disney baby Minnie, Mickey, Donald crib sheet. This was $1, and I think I may have found only one other one, and I think I can get about $30 for that. All right, my last trip to this place, which this is Purple Hanger in Galesburg, I found another, what's this place called? Hill Correctional Center, which is the prison located here in Galesburg. I found one of their other t-shirts from the 90s. This one is a little bit more simple, but it is the 50-mile walk run club, and it's on this vintage jerseys 50/50 heavyweight tag. This is double stitched, but it is, I mean, 90s. It's a nice darker green. It's a little washed out. Yes, I wish it had an interesting back logo, but that one shirt was, I think, $1, and I'll ask about $40 for that. Oh my gosh, I almost knocked over my soda. Okay, this is another rare item. I love picking up Winnie the Pooh, whether it's from the 90s, well, really anytime, but this one is not very common. I only found one that was listed on somebody's personal webpage, and they were asking $30, which is insane because I'm gonna put 100 or best offer. Now, what makes this unique is that not only can I not find it anywhere online, except for that one, but it's Winnie the Pooh at the farm. So they've got the classic Tigger, Pooh, and Piglet, but they also have the cute little piggies, the rooster, and the barn. Oh, and look, there's a little cow. It is just absolutely darling. And the other side is like a pastel yellow with the characters. So it is a baby blanket. It also is meant to fit the crib as a comforter. So yeah, I mean, that was $1. I'm really loving plush linens. They're easy to photograph and list, and the baby blankets are easy to store because they're so small. Now, I wish this was a blank, but this is a personalized Beacon baby blanket waffle weave with the nylon trim. The most recent one, and they sell fast, sold for $50. This is clean. It was $1. However, it has been personalized, so I think it will take a little bit longer to sell, but it's a cute little patch teddy bear with the name Kyle embroidered on it, which will limit the market unless someone doesn't care. And this is, I don't know, it's, see how it's through the back too? It makes me think there's not even the material here. It makes me think that it was made that way, and I don't know. Put in the comments, what do you think? Because the blue matches, but you could easily match the blue up. Actually, it's a little bit darker. If I had a seam ripper, I could possibly remove this, but do you see how well stitched in that is? I'm not going to chance it, but you know, $1. I will just list it for $50, and you know, people really get attached to their blankets, as my son has loved his since he was 1, and he's now 6, and I think that will still sell no problem. Okay, now I see like reels and stuff of people saying, I never pick this brand up, I always pick this brand up. There's always an exception to the rule, especially if you sell vintage, because the brands just, they don't really matter. 90s Chico's. Now, what made me pick this up is the style. Vintage most of the time is based off of style. This is an absolutely stunning poncho blouse with the batwing sleeve, or poncho sleeve, whatever you call it. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. It's like a blue and purple. It's got silk appliques, sequins. It is just gorgeous. It's a black sheer polyester. And that's what made me pick it. Like, just, there's so much with this. And then the back is just as beautiful. Now, I did hesitate for a second because there is, like, this is dry clean only, or not even dry clean, probably spot clean. There is white, like it looks like somebody just spilled right here, or actually, you know what, a dryer sheet might actually wipe that out. A lot of times on this delicate fabric, I'll take a used dryer sheet and it'll rub like deodorant marks and surface spots if you are afraid to wash that item. So with this piece, I'm going to list this one for $50. It's more of a one size fits most, but it's tagged as a small medium. I will take measurements, but I will model it as well. It is just gorgeous. And that top was $2. Now, I love a good quilt set for a great price. This was in the bag on top of one of the aisles or rows of linens, and if you can see, that was $7 for a full-size quilt, one sham, and the bed skirt. Now, I did open the bag to see the brand. If it is modern Walmart, no thank you, but the quality is here. This is from about 2011 because it is dated on the tag, but this is JCPenney Home. Now, when you think of JCPenney, you think of cheap, but their linens were not cheap. I still think their comforter sets cost like $150 to $250, and I'm sure the quality isn't there. But this is a gorgeous paisley. I don't know what color that is. It's like a robin egg blue, but it's kind of greenish. There's like an olive green patchwork. This is pretty much what the quilt looks like, just on a larger scale. And then it has a brown bed skirt. It's stunning. I will list that probably for $150. Yeah, here's the quilt. And I don't need to show you guys. You get the point. Okay, here is my trip to the local Goodwill, which is in Galesburg. And I was really looking hard. They actually put out their Halloween costumes, so I go there and look for vintage. I'm actually going to show you guys some here in a second that I found the first time I went, and I was shocked they already put out Halloween, because they save, in our region, they save their vintage for costumes most of the time, depending on which store you're at. But these are a classic utility safari cargo shorts. But if you look at the quality and detail, it made me stop. This was in the men's section, and they are men's. This is vintage LL Bean. Put in the comments if you know the year. I'm going to say early 80s. It is made in Korea. These are just a classic unisex. They're like a army green, and they're size 32. Yeah, so anyways, they were $5.24. I can't remember if I had my 10% discount or not. So actually I think that day, no, it was a different day. Okay. All right, along with those shorts, I was in there with my 4 kids. They were very patient. We were in there for about 45 minutes. So even though I'm showing you like all these really cool things, just know that it takes time. All right, so out of the 3 items I found in that whole store, this is one of them. Only my second time ever finding Veronica Beard. I believe this is the newer label. However, this will probably take a while to sell. It's a size 0, if you didn't notice. This is an adorable shirt dress with this really neat ruched gathered waist to give you more shape, and it has a tie front. Now, I got this along with another dress that was actually from the same person, had the same scent. However, these are dry clean only garments, and let me tell you, BO. I was almost to the point that I was going to return them, but I'm like, you know what, this is like a cotton blend. There wasn't silk in it or whatever, so I just washed it in my washer, and it came out perfect. I spot treated under the arms just to give them a little extra scent, or you know, just to remove all that nasty stuff, and it worked. I am shocked. I'll put a stock photo up in the corner. It is absolutely adorable. Somebody else had theirs same size listed on Poshmark for $150, which I'll mark mine for $150. I already have it on eBay right now for $135. Here's the other designer piece that I don't think I've only found once as far as apparel. Now, their shoes and bags do better, and the spraying was very hot about 15 years ago. Their apparel doesn't do as well. This is also a size 0, unfortunately, and it was $7 as well. But it's this really nice, substantial, like woven cotton printed dress. And this fun blue, it's almost like a tropical. I haven't looked for the stock photo. I haven't even photographed this one. This one was harder. I didn't want to stick this in our washer because I was afraid the colors would bleed as it's blue on white. And the inside, sometimes those liners can get like permanently damaged if you wash them when it's dry clean only. So I put my spot cleaner on it. I scrubbed because it had a little bit of like self tanner or makeup around the line or deodorant mark. And then I simply took a soft, like a plush washcloth that I use on delicate garments. It's technically meant to like remove your makeup with like just water. It's amazing. I will put it down in my description below if you're looking for it, because I have really delicate skin, to remove your makeup just with this water and this soft cloth. Amazing. But it also functions to remove spot treat like delicate fabrics such as silk. I just need to breathe sometimes, guys. Tell me to breathe. My children are good at breath techniques as well, which is important to instill in your children because when I was growing up, that wasn't the case. All right, so I simply took my soft cloth and I dabbed it in vinegar. It's an odor neutralizer. And I simply dabbed and gently rubbed along the areas that smelled. So I washed it with the stain treating stuff, and then I used the vinegar on it. And let me tell you, it is clean and does not smell. It doesn't even smell like vinegar. I was afraid it might have an odor. Completely clean. Obviously, I'm rubbing my nose on it. So, yeah, $7. I had to put my elbow into it though. So, and again, Tory Birch, again, it's a small size. Those items will probably sit for me for at least 6 months before they sell. I don't know specifically that style, what it will go for. And unfortunately, there's no, even the zipper, I'll show you. I was kind of surprised that the zipper is not even a Tory Burch logo. There is no, there's no gold hardware or anything on here saying Tory Burch. So it's okay. $7, and I'm hoping to get at least 50 for it since I paid $7. That's quite a lot for me. As you know, I'm pretty cheap when it comes to thrifting. Okay, this was like $1, I think, maybe $2. A vintage 90s, definitely 90s baby clown costume with the hat. Adorable. I may put it on one of my, no, you know what, I'm not gonna put on my baby doll or a baby doll because I'd be afraid that somebody would think the doll's included. But an adorable 90s clown costume in a size medium. It looks like so you're probably wondering why my thumbnail talked about a stalker. Well, this is kind of a reminder. No, I don't have an actual stalker, but there has been some lady that I saw. I went down to Macomb, Illinois, which is about 40 minutes from where I live, and further for this person. They're actually neighbors with one of my relatives. We discovered the connection a while ago. So I've seen her over the years of thrifting because you kind of know the same people go to these stores, and it's if you know, you know. Anyway, so I'm down Macomb, and she knows I'm a reseller, and so she shows me something and then tells me about some other stuff that I could resell, and so I explained to her that I've switched to vintage because I haven't seen her in a few years. Actually, I saw her last year. Anyways, so then I'm in Galesburg yesterday at a different thrift store, which is about an hour distance from that store to the other store, and I saw her there, and I just went there on a whim. Like, remember, I was going to go to the gym, and she was there, and it was just bizarre, like so weird. So she is a lovely lady. No, she is not a stalker, but that does remind me of when I actually used to work at a Goodwill when I was in college. And there would be a middle-aged guy that came in, and you have your regular shoppers, and so he would come in, but he'd always wear like the same hat, so we knew kind of who he was. And even customers would come and tell. There was a couple other younger girls, we were working there, and customers would come up and be like, you know, this guy is like looking at you very frequent. And it made people uncomfortable. And you know, I'm busy putting stuff away, working with customers, so I didn't notice as much. But it got to the point where our boss, the manager, store manager, had to kick him out of the store permanently. I think he tried coming back one other time. But this is just a reminder to everybody, be aware of your surroundings. I know as a reseller, we get in our head, maybe put on those headphones like I talked in my previous video, and we don't pay attention to our surroundings because we're in the zone. It happens to me too, but this is just a reminder to pay attention to your surroundings, especially if you're out in the parking lot. If there's a group of people, you know, just be aware. Be aware, and if you feel uncomfortable, get a store manager to walk you out to your car, or act like you're on the phone with someone. Do whatever you need to do to feel safe. All right. It's not sponsored. No, just kidding. I don't really make any money on YouTube. I just do this because I love to show people that really care about what I find. Some of you guys are my Facebook friends, and you just want to see what I do with my life, and that's okay too. I appreciate everybody. Okay, Now, yesterday at Purple Hanger, I also, of course, I'm a linens lover. I should get a shirt that says linens lover. And then maybe on the back put reseller, hashtag reseller. Some vintage, well, maybe not even vintage, Care Bear sheet sets. Now, I try to only get the sheet sets unless it's a highly collectible, like strawberry shortcake. But this is the fitted, the flat, and the pillowcase, and this is a really cute one. Actually, it's 2 pillowcases, which is not common. They said it was twin, but if there are 2 pillowcases, I wonder if it's a full. Share a Smile, and I absolutely love this. In order to make sure it's not a common or recent item, I do check the tags, and I got it. I did check comps. I only found one other set. I think they're asking $40, and this set was $3. So the other set I got was Dora the Explorer, and it may not be as common or as popular, but it's a full set. Again, $3, and this one was dated 2003, so it is exactly 20 years old, meaning I can list it as vintage and put it on my Etsy store. So again, it comes with the 2 pillowcases. I'm gonna look at the tags real quick. They were so nicely hung in the store. They do a really good job with their linens and keeping them organized and clean. Yeah, it's a twin, I think. All right, so yeah, that was $3. I'll probably list that for hopefully $40. All right, now I'm moving into last week, or maybe this is like technically 10 days ago. I'm still trying to get through my Goodwill bins outlet. But this was hung with the dresses, and it is beautiful maxi dress. This is like a hostess dress, very, very vibrant. It's like almost a muumuu. It goes straight down. It's got the flared sleeve. I'm going to put this on for you guys and include a picture, but gorgeous. Has a rear zipper, and there's actually a little bit of padding to give the end of the sleeve some shape. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And I do not see any interior tags. It's probably handmade. You can kind of tell from the stitching. The zipper, probably Talon. Let me check. Yep. It's a nylon zipper. It's, I'm guessing 70s, floor length. This should do well. I'm probably going to list that for $150 and see from there. Now, I am probably going to keep this one. If you are like a gym rat, then you may know this brand, or if you do HIT, what's that crazy class? I can't remember. She Fit. I have had this on my list for such a long time. It's kind of being washed out, but this color combo is like a Kelly green and neon pink. I think it's sold out on their website right now in this size. Their sizing is kind of funky, so you'll want to go to their website, but it's their luxe. And what makes these so amazing is that it will actually hold you in place for high impact, for like running, jumping, all that. And has a zipper closure, also has the clip. But what makes this truly customizable is that it has Velcro right here, which some of my favorite bras have that. I think Brooks, Moving Comfort, is my favorite sports bra, unless this beats it. But the other thing is it has it along like under your like on your rib cage, so you can truly customize this if you're losing weight and you're kind of getting smaller, or if you're getting bigger. Like, this could be amazing. I think I could sell this for $50 if it doesn't fit me. It is new without tags. You see how that tag is so stiff. Yeah, it's never been worn, and I paid a whole $3 for it. Amazing. This dress, I didn't tell you. This one I did pay $7 for. But this was the location, I think, that actually I had $10 off when I went to check out. So it'll bring my cost of goods down probably to like $5 on that dress. All right, so here is a Y2K gown. And ruching black satin, one shoulder, beaded. This is very pretty, kind of like a bodycon. Is a fitted. I do well selling Adriana Papel. It's a size 4. Again, I didn't tell you I paid about $7. Well, more like $5. Probably with my discount, but I do well with that. I'm hoping to get $50 for that one. This is a brand I love to pick up. Don't pass this up if you see it in the thrift. Cachet, they closed their stores, what, like 10 years ago, and they have a very, very loyal following. This is also an amazing item based on the style. Very Y2K, gives me like total Jersey Shore vibes. Pink leopard print, animal print, and it is a size 6. Yeah, really amazing. And I paid a whole $3, maybe a little under $3 for that. And I'll probably list it for $60. I will check comps. Now here's a brand that I have talked about before, where certain items just don't do well. I found a brand new one at the Goodwill outlet, so I did pick it up. But this is a Lulu's medium. It's like a dusty rose blazer. It's probably like a blazer dress, mini dress that you could wear maybe like some short shorts with, but really cute. I love the color, and it's in like new condition, so I went ahead and picked it up because it was $3, under $3, and I'll probably list that for $30, $35 depending on the certain style, how new it is, etc. Okay, this one I did look up. I love looking in the intimates, like shapewear, certain bras. This is a brand I hadn't heard of before. Yitty, Y-I-T-T-Y. And it retailed for $74.95. And it's just a shapewear thong bodysuit. And it goes under your bust. And I looked it up, and it was $6, so I probably paid under $5, but I can resell this. I can't remember what it resells for. It's a decent amount, like at least $40. So I don't know if that's sold out or what, but it is a nice one. Now, I think I got this one for me, maybe. It's just Abercrombie. It was $3, a little under $3, and it's just a basic sage green bodysuit. It is a thong, so I don't know. Anyways, it's a gorgeous color. I love bodysuits. I will try this on. Otherwise, I'll sell it for like probably $25. All right, here is just a bread and butter Hawaiian dress, 90s, and it is the Hawaiian original. This is Hilo Hattie. Hilo Hattie. I do well with their older pieces. If you check comps, they're awful. I do not go by comps. This is a nice style. It's a little sheath dress with the hibiscus flower and a navy blue. I paid $3. I would not have paid $7 for that because it'll probably just go for $30 or $40. But for under $3, I will definitely pick that up. This is a new to me brand. It is a modern brand. It felt quite substantial. The knit was very interesting. It reminded me a little bit of St. John. And it was very vibrant, so I went ahead and looked this one up. This is a bright, vibrant dress, and the back, it just looked like it took time and looked like quality. So I did think these are like, what, $50? It's a small, and I paid, again, a little under $3 for this. It's got the batwing sleeve, or do you call that dolman? I don't know. I always have to look at the chart real quick, but a really pretty floral. And I'm gonna try this one on. A baby doll Y2K or 90s shirt from Self Esteem, Naughty Princess. My husband may laugh if he sees me trying to wear this, so I may sell it. I don't know. I'll probably list it for like $35. It's really cool. It's not cracked. It looks really good. And I paid $2.40, probably closer to $2 for that. This, oh, I love this one. I love a tie-dye, and it's more of like a white and gray bleach tie-dye. I'm trying to think how this goes. It is high-low, and it's very bohemian. It's got the flare, long, sheer. And it is by Young, Fabulous, and Broke. So I did look this up just because I think some of their pieces may not have as much value, and I think this was, yeah, this was $6, so I probably paid around $5 for this, but it's really cool. And comps looked well. I can't remember if it was like about 50 or what it was, but now if you're from the Midwest, you know Key overalls, and most Goodwills price Key up, even if they're like used men ones, so I just typically don't pick them up. However, this is different. These are women's, they are modern, and they are bleach dyed, or like tie-dyed denim. I don't even know how to explain this. These are amazing. They're the typical carpenter overall style. And here is the tag. Looks like it says 18. It might be a girl's 18, which is the equivalent to a women's medium. I don't see a brand tag on the inside, but it has all the buttons with Key that they always mark. I will do a little bit more research, but these may have been a girl's medium, but they look long. I don't know. No, they're adult. Yeah. I may even model these for you when I get done recording. But my battery is getting low and I only have a few pieces left. So don't forget before you leave to please let me know what your favorite item was or what you thought of my video. Here's a brand I hardly ever pick up. This is Banana Republic. I try to stay away from the Banana Republic outlet, which has, I think, the diamonds or squares underneath, just because it typically means lower quality, and they resell for less sometimes. This one was a medium, but I picked it up. It was $7. I probably paid more like $5 with my discount, but it's this really pretty ruffle layered crinkle, like branch print. It is navy and green, and it is just stunning. If I was thrifting today, again, it totally depends on my mood. If I was thrifting today, I don't know if I would have got that. I don't know. I'll probably list it for like $50, but I haven't sold Banana Republic in so long. It depends on the year. Here is a 90s Maurice's, $3. Again, I probably paid under $3 with my discount. The size tag has been cut out, but it's probably a medium, like maybe an 8, but it's just a nice fit and flare. Has the smocked top with some embroidery and just the flared skirt. Pretty simple spaghetti strap. I could see someone wearing these now with some Converse, as that's what they all seem to be doing right now. Okay, here's an item where I was getting ready to check out and it was new on the rack. So I quickly did a Google Lens and thought the comps were really good, like 50 or more. So I went ahead and picked this up. This was $5. I think it was less. I had my discount that day. And now there's different series. This was just the R1000. The higher it goes up to like 3000. The higher the number, I think the more money they are. Plus it's sealed. I haven't even checked to see what's in here. Kind of gambled. My oldest son seemed interested, so if I don't think I could sell it, I'm just gonna let my son have it. All right, this next shirt surprised me a little bit. Now if I just looked at this, I'd be like, oh, that's total 90s. It's like a salmon pink. And if you look at the tag, it looks like major 90s. See, this tag right here is embroidered. See, if you flip it inside out, you can see the thread of the font inside. Total 90s. However, it's dated 2012. So I don't know if this was, I don't know. Anyways, it has a really cool graphic on it from 2012, Daytona Beach, with this flamed car. I don't see any numbers. Oh no, is it number 17 or 11? I don't know if this was the Daytona 500, if this is it Nextel Cup? It used to be Winston Cup series, or what series this is, but Really cool graphic, and it's a good size. It's a 2X. So, I don't know. I did pay, I think, $5 for that. I did. Hopefully it's not a mistake. This was at a garage sale. I just stopped at a few last weekend when I was out. And this is $1. It's just a 90s pullover for the Bulls, of course, when they were super hot, when they had Jordan and like the Dream Team. That was $1. I can't remember what I was gonna list that for. I'm gonna save my designer piece for the very end. Okay, or I guess the very end of this clip. Now, this is in the Halloween section, and I need to frequent this Goodwill more often, or all the Goodwills for their Halloween. But this was a 2-piece for $7, and it's this gorgeous baby blue textured pointel knit cardigan. Just check out those gorgeous colors with the matching dress. It looks like 60s to me. There is a tag with an RN number. It is 5% silk, but it's mostly polyester. I want to say 70s. I don't know, it's got a nylon zipper, but very gorgeous midi length with the original sash. And I will probably list that for like $80. Now, another thing on my boat low list for this season, Halloween season, is to find one of those Scream masks. If you can find like one of the original ones. Like, I saw people selling them last year for over $1,000. I don't know what the hype is, but I'm really hoping I find one. This is a really cool 90s dead stock Frankenstein mask with the holographic eyes. Do you see how really cool? Very creepy. It is still new in the original package. I paid about $5 for this, and it's got like purple fabric on the bottom, probably to cover your neck. And I don't know. I don't even want to unwrap it because it's new in the package, but really cool. You can't beat the quality of Halloween costumes. Now they're made to wear like once and they fall apart. So I think I can get like $50 for that one. It's been a while, I forgot. This is for me. It's a Target zip-up sports bra. Sometimes these straps hurt my shoulders and give me a headache, but yeah. Here, this is not for me. This is a very strappy, sexy corset, cropped corset bra from Victoria's Secret, I think. Yeah, Victoria's Secret. This is a newer tag, I believe, and it's a 38 double D, so it's a great size. And it is just very feminine and girly with the really pretty flowers in a satin. Again, very strappy and sexy. So I don't know, probably $30 for that. I posted this on my Instagram. I didn't have my phone with me, but I would have picked it up anyways. This is Sony. They wanted $1 for it. It's dated 2008 and it's sealed. Vintage media, storage media can do well. These go for about $50. I got some Minecraft books. My son's face just lit up. Did you want to look at those? They're yours. You can share them with your brother, okay? Okay. And then I got, oh, here's a third one. Oh. And then I got Clark, my oldest, a 90s baseball book set. And they are really cheap, so that was exciting. I need to give those to him. Got some vintage barettes and some cute little rainbow erasers for the kids for school. Is that exciting? You can open it, yeah, but I figured you want to put it in your pencil box. And now, this may be something. This was, I went to The Crossing in Macomb. Besides, it's the other thrift store in Macomb. And I was kind of disappointed. The last time I went to The Crossing, I found St. John. I found Coach bags for like $10 a piece, like good ones. And I didn't really find hardly anything. I don't know if they're putting a lot of their good stuff online or what, but this fabric may be something. 60s or 70s, maybe 70s polyester. It's kind of got a sheen to it. Very, I don't even know. I'm out of words, guys. If I could find this marked. I also found vintage Laura Ashley floral fabric. Maybe it wasn't floral, but I checked comps and I just didn't see enough comps, and they had it marked up a little bit, so I did put it back. But this fabric is amazing. If I could scoot back and show you guys, what is it? It's like a psychedelic city scene. How cool is this? Isn't that pretty sweet? I'll do Google Lens search. Hopefully I can find the designer of this fabric, because I was hoping I would see someone's name, like Emilio Pucci. Oh my gosh, that would be cool. But I don't. And here's the end of the fabric. You can say hi. Here's my 6-year-old. Just don't spill my soda, because your sister almost did. My 6-year-old son wants to say hi really quick before I show you my designer piece I found at Goodwill. Come on, hop on, say hi.
Hi there.
Did you want to say anything?
Hi.
He's obsessed with Minecraft.
Yep.
He has Minecraft sneakers and a Minecraft book bag. Everything's Minecraft at the moment. So, all right. All right, so now I'm going to show my final and last piece that blew my mind. I've never found this brand before. Also, it's a tall can kind of day. I typically don't drink regular soda, but it's just one of those days. Yeah, one of those days. Okay, so we are walking down towards the checkout in the Goodwill, and I am just like, I'm always checking for midi and maxi length denim skirts. I sell them so quick. I can't find them. This is because people are buying them in the thrift stores here locally. They're just so hot and trendy. However, I saw this. I look at all the button-down skirts, the midi and maxi ones, and it's a navy satin. I'm like, ooh, that's actually really nice. And it looked kind of substantial. So it was $5. It says it's a size 18, but they're way off. And I see this Saint Laurent tag. It looks 80s, and it possibly could be a, honey, you're moving my ring light. And it could possibly be a sample because it is handwritten tag. I need to do more research. But you want to show your books? Yeah, give me 1 second, hon. It is made in France. Pretty sure it might be a sample. And it's a size 42 Rive Gauche. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's silk, but it feels like a polyester satin. Anyways, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, even though it's designer, I have a 70s Gucci wool skirt that I've had for 2 years that I can't get rid of. Like, I don't know what the deal is. Some of this like vintage designer pieces, like they just don't really have resale value, but I'm hoping I can find a new home for that skirt. But I think my son wants to hop back on and show you his Minecraft books. Come on. Have a seat. Good.
Which one should I show?
Okay. They look brand new. I got them for 50 cents a piece at a garage sale. He's got 3 of them. They're handbooks, and so I think they show you the Ender Dragon. He's got Ender Dragon PJs, and he absolutely loves them. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this long rant of mom life and thrift life, and I'll catch you on my next one. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Keep smiling.